Dubai podcast studio. It's not actually sponsored, we just really love this place.
I know.
Oh, well, welcome back to
Girls to Women.
Every time we link up. That my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend.
Girls2Women take Dubai.
Yeah.
Baby.
If you know,
If you didn't already know.
I'm saying you didn't already know from all the Habibi, Habibti, Yalla Yalla, Dubai podcast. We're in
Dubai,
baby. Honestly, this has been a crazy trip.
It really has.
Quite unexpected.
It is a little bit unexpected, which I guess is going to tie into the topic of today's episode.
Yeah, what are we talking about, Cass?
So this is the big debate. It's going viral right now. It is Bali versus Dubai.
When is that not going viral, honestly?
I feel like everything is always with Bali though. It's always Bali versus that, and I'm like, what's the common denominator?
Bali.
Which means what's the best? Bali.
We love Bali. But you know what you gotta do? Like and subscribe and drop in the comments what you think we're going to end on in this video.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you think is gonna win? Bali or Dubai?
Dubai, baby.
It's actually been crazy. In the last 2 days, I've seen 2 people from Bali here in Dubai.
Right?
Remember?
Yeah.
Crazy.
There's been a lot of past energy here.
Not a vibe.
Not a vibe.
Right. The reason why, and Cass already said, you know, this is going viral, and I've actually seen this for a few years.
Yeah.
It's such a tug of war for entrepreneurs. Should I go to Bali? Should I go to Dubai? Where should I go? First and foremost, it's not one over the other. They offer very different things, right? So we're gonna break down like lifestyle, money, and you know we're gonna bring dating.
We gotta talk about dating,
money and dating in these cities, okay? Because it's an issue. But is it not an issue?
It's a universal thing, right? But yeah, that's the thing. See, Bali and Dubai, they're not comparable. So I don't understand why people try and compare this.
It's like chalk and cheese.
The only thing that I guess that would be comparable is that people often go to live there. There's a huge expat community.
Right.
Land of entrepreneurs. I guess it's like, you know, pick your energy, right?
Exactly.
And this is what we gotta understand. It's energy over everything. And it's funny, the whole thing that inspired this episode is, so I met up with someone in Dubai.
An old friend.
And it's funny, right? Because like when I met him all those years ago, I guess I was so young that I didn't really know his vibe and the person he was.
Right.
But he was very adventurous, and I don't know, I never thought that he'd be the type of person to live in Dubai. So he messaged me and he was like,
Because where was he living before?
London.
Right.
We met in London. And he was like, I'm living in Dubai, would love to catch up, it's been a while. And I was like, oh, you're living in Dubai, interesting. So it was a very quick catch up, but you know, we were speaking, and then I told him, I was like, so far, I'm not 100% on Dubai. And I know you can't really grasp that from
No,
a
we
10-day
catch a vibe
holiday.
very quickly.
But yeah, we do
Yeah.
catch vibes quickly.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't know, I feel like the energy's off.
Yeah.
And then he kind of translated that into, oh, you don't like Dubai, it has no soul. So,
Which is what I say all the time.
yeah, and then he sent me some videos of Andrew Tate, of course, basically saying that Dubai is the best place in the world, and that the people that say Dubai has no soul are just broke.
Yeah, sure, if you want 1 million virgins and you have billions of dollars and that's your prerogative, yeah, Dubai is the best place in the world for you.
Exactly, for you. But like, we're not you. Everyone's not you. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion.
Right.
So it depends where you feel like your energy aligns.
Exactly. I didn't vibe with that at all. I didn't like when, oh, okay, well, you don't like to buy because you don't have enough money. We're actually having the bougiest.
We're having the bougiest
much.
time. And if you look to our socials, we are having a great, look, I'm not going to lie, we're having a great time.
We're having a great time. On holiday.
On holiday. This is the thing, right? But when we're talking about can we live there, right? Which one's more livable? So we'll break down the different categories, and you can ultimately decide from the sounds of it, like where you would rather live.
Yeah.
So let's talk first on the lifestyle in general.
Yeah, I could, because this is the thing, I used to live in Marina. Right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
you've
actually
been to
lived
Dubai.
here. Yeah, worked here, lived here, did the whole apartment, takeaway, deliveries, groceries, dating someone here, going to parties with friends, networking, gym, all that kind of stuff. Like, the lifestyle is like anywhere in the world, it's just on steroids with bouginess. That's the only difference, right? I don't like, for me personally, in my opinion, I don't like living in a place where there's lots of buildings and I have to be in a car 24/7. And that's what you have to do in Dubai. You can't walk anywhere. And then in summer it's way too hot.
Yeah.
I'm actually cold now. I'm here in winter. But it's kind of like if I want to go to a podcast studio here, then go to the 7 gym, which is where I'm going to the gym, right? It's like 20 minutes, 40 minutes, another hour here, another hour there. It's too much. When I'm living in Bali, like I just jump on my scooter and 5 minutes there, 7 minutes here. It's so easy and it feels communal. Even though there are friends here and there's community here, the lifestyle here for me feels lonely.
I felt that too.
Yeah.
Even just driving in the car, looking at the grey buildings, it felt very
boxy buildings.
Yeah, it felt like a concrete jungle to me.
Yeah.
And that is it's just not my vibe. Like I like nature, I like greenery, I like the beach, and there's so much man-made stuff here that I just feel like it gives a very fake illusion of happiness, glitz and glam. Underneath that is just emptiness.
All you want to do is shop.
Yeah.
And we are here with some of our friends and we've seen firsthand, even she's like, I need to stop. It's like you get this fever when you come to Dubai and you're like, let me show off how much money I have. Let me show off how much I can make and how much I can buy. Like we fall into that too. We had to like really pull each other up and be like, wait, we don't need that stuff.
It's a
want.
When we were going shopping, I remember you actually were really good. You were like, yeah, but do you want or do you need it? And I was like, no, I need it. And I was talking about a necklace. And she's like, you need a necklace. And I was like, well, yeah. It's like saying I don't have a Bugatti, so I need a Bugatti. But like, I just have that mentality here. It's like, oh, well, why not? You know, everyone's going and getting them. It's just normal.
No, I see. In Bali, you need oxygen.
Yeah.
You want a Van Cleef. Here, you come to Dubai, you're like, I don't need oxygen. I need Van Cleef.
Yeah.
I need Cartier. I need Dior.
Yeah. I need a supercar.
Right. We all fall into that.
Even we did that. We were like, oh, we should get a supercar. For the time,
$2 grand a day.
$2 grand a day. We were like, you know what? We could probably spend our money on better things.
Absolutely.
We can afford $2 grand a day, but do we want to?
Let me invest in Tesla.
Right? This is the difference. We're not broke. We're smart.
Exactly.
Right. So I think the conversation should not be about that. When it comes to lifestyle, let's do like a Bali burst of fire. Which one wins? Right. So when it comes to getting places. Bali every day. It depends though, because if you love cars, you love driving, I'd say Dubai.
You still get a car.
It's just really annoying because like you have to drive everywhere. If you're someone that likes convenience, I would say Bali all the time because you can just jump on a scooter.
The freedom of the wind in your hair.
The freedom, like
you call a Gojek for 2 seconds outside of a restaurant, you've got someone to pick you up.
It's super convenient, and I would say the pollution in Bali is terrible, but the pollution in Dubai isn't any better.
I walked through a sandstorm today.
Girl, the dry air and my skin is not loving. So
We're flaky.
Okay, that's another thing. Bali leaves you dewy and glowy. It might be sweat, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You've got moisture.
You don't age in Bali.
You do not age.
Unless you're staying out in the sun all the time. But
exactly.
If you're not, you don't age.
Dubai is giving you dry skin.
Dry hair.
Just
don't zoom up on me right now.
It's not actually agreeing with us in that respect. But obviously if you don't care about that, it's fine. And then, I just think getting to places, I don't know, I just like the freedom of everything. When it comes to...
The traffic here is ridiculous.
Okay, look, the traffic is bad in Bali as well.
If you're on a scooter.
But you can weave in and out of it, and most of the time it's actually not that bad. So, figure that out. Like, I would say, Bali wins that one.
Yeah. Food?
Bali.
Yeah.
No,
I love Bali food, 100%. Here it's like, but you're having amazing food, but you're paying $500 for we had a $500 breakfast.
It was great.
But that in Bali, how much would that have cost us? $150?
Maximum.
$150?
Yeah, maximum.
Right. You're talking like a 3x right there. And the quality is the same.
It's the same. This is the thing, the quality is the same. So I'd say the food Bali, the convenience of food as well. Grab, Gojek. We order our electrolyte water literally to the villa. The other day I was like, can we order cash? Like literally, it's that crazy that you could probably order cash.
Yeah.
Like you can get anything that you want, any kind of villa issue, anything that's broken that needs sorted, like it will come on the spot. Let's talk about actually the staff.
Yeah.
Like okay, the staff have been great here, but the staff in Bali, they just go above and beyond.
It's the people in Bali. It's the Balinese. It's second to none.
And there's no kind of snobbiness. There's no kind of like you have to be a certain way. This is another thing. It's about the attitude. There's a lot of rich people in Bali, and there's a lot of entrepreneurs, and they just wear whatever. They wear like whatever.
You won't be able to tell a billionaire or a multi-millionaire in Bali, and that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
You don't have to show your wealth to know that you're wealthy, and you're still a good person. But here, when you come here, it's the attitude of like, I'm better than you. I've got 3 Bugattis in the driveway and a Rolls Royce, and I've got 100k on my wrist here, 50k on my wrist here, $30K bag here. I don't care. I literally don't care. You have nothing to offer me in your soul or energy or conversation. I don't care.
What's your purpose?
But then they're putting their nose up at people who don't dress like that. And we see it, like, we look really nice, we've got some designer on, we get let in, but then we see how they look at other people, they're like,
that's what I don't like.
it's horrible.
Yeah, and this is the thing, like, none of this has happened to us. But I'm just going off what
What
observe.
we're observing.
What are we observing? Yeah, and I don't like that. I really don't like it. I love the stuff in Bali. No matter who you are, they will treat you the same. And this is the thing. I guess it's about who you are internally. And I don't know. I just like being kind.
Bali wins again.
Gosh. Okay. Yeah. What else?
Again. The gyms are better for me in Bali. We went to 7. It was great.
Look, 7 was great.
But again, talk about the price of it.
Should we, guys, take a guess? I want you to comment what you think the gyms are going to cost per year. And just to give you like a little bit of a ballpark. So Bali is what, $6,000 a year?
For Omni, I paid just under 6,000.
Which is an amazing gym.
Recovery, wellness,
amazing.
Everything.
Blood work. All you can imagine.
All classes included, boxing, Pilates,
everything. Amazing organic food.
Yeah.
Brian Johnson's involved in it.
Yeah.
And he is all about biohacking,
Sauna,
anti-aging.
Red light therapy, steam room, ice bath times
So
2,
beautiful as
jacuzzi,
well.
pool,
Everything
It's great.
outside. Do you know what I love? I love the outdoors. So I just love when there's a mixture of indoor and outdoor. 7's obviously all inside, and it
has to be
in a big building,
and it's
great.
no recovery.
Look, I know it's their culture, so they can't have men and women, but like there's a sauna in the women's changing room.
But it's
a very
tiny.
boxy sauna.
It's as big as this chair.
And there's an ice bath right opposite, which
Big
is as
as
big as that, probably smaller than that.
Smaller than that.
And there's just no vibe. And this is what I say when I talk about energy. I want the energy of the place to reel me in. It's community,
We want
it's heart,
community.
it's soul.
Yeah.
When we say soul, we're not talking about the fact that Dubai has nothing to offer you, because in reality, it does have a lot to offer you. It's like, okay, I want to feel safe. Baby, go to Dubai.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to feel safe.
You'll never get anything stolen.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, I want to work hard. Okay, great. Go to Dubai. I want a comfortable life. Okay, go to Dubai. I want glitz and glamour. Okay, go to Dubai. But there's way more than that. It's like, I want community.
Belonging.
I want belonging. Yeah.
I want someone to see me more than just my designer.
Exactly.
More than my bank account.
Yeah, because there is more to life than that.
So much. You
We love money as well. It's not about
No.
us saying, you
No,
can't.
obviously.
We
watch our
love
content.
it.
We love money.
You know,
But like,
there are other things though.
spiritual ascension, honey. That's something
Yeah.
that's getting close to
Faith.
God.
Faith.
Right?
I feel like since I've been here, I've like stepped away from faith a little bit. And I
To
don't
be
love
fair,
that.
because you're not Muslim.
Yes.
We are in an Islamic place.
No, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't.
It
felt-
feels very confused here.
Yeah. Whereas when I was in Bali, it was just like I was praying every day. I was reading my Bible, and okay, granted, I'm on holiday, but that shouldn't be an excuse. I don't know. I just felt a little bit off here.
Yeah, no, it's been fair. The energy does not agree with Cassie and I to live here.
Yeah.
Enjoying the holiday, great, but again, no. Gym, just so you know as well, here, the 7 one that we went to is one of the best rated. It starts at $6,000 Australian per year for a membership, goes all the way up to $30,000 Australian for a year. No recovery.
No.
I was like, sorry.
Like, what do you get with
I
that?
was like, oh my Jesus.
You still gotta pay for your towel as well.
Is he gonna take all my sins away?
Do you know what I mean? Is it made of gold? You can buy a Birkin there.
Right, this is how wild Dubai is at their status. We walked into the gym, the first thing we saw in glass cases, Birkin bags,
Chanel
Chanel
bags.
shoes, Balenciaga, Chanel bags.
Sorry? Are we in a gym or are we in a designer store? Like,
This is what I mean. You go to Dubai, you go out, there's a big drinking culture, which is weird because it's obviously Muslim, it's haram.
this is what I don't understand as well.
It's all the girls get to eat for free and drink and drink and drink and drink.
Like, they looked at us today
Nightclubs.
when we said we didn't drink, and he was like, and he was still saying that he would give us more drinks.
No, we're like, we're just on
Coke
Coke Zero and
Coke
water.
Zero and water. That's literally what we order every day.
Weird.
So
Right.
weird.
It's such a confused culture.
I would say it's
And then you've got, I'm gonna just say it, like, the escorts here are insane.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see that in Bali. You don't. Like, okay, granted, you might see some of the locals with, like, the older white guys in Kuta or Sevenyak. But everyone here has got breast implants, BBLs, massive fake lips out to here, walking around with their designer bags, with their SDs, with their guy for the night that's paying them, and it's so in your face.
That's what I mean by like the emptiness and the energy's off.
It's empty.
When there's that much like sin and darkness, alcoholism, escorting, plastic surgery, and by the way, we're not discriminating any of this because we've had past who clearly not against procedures. But when it's all anyone cares about, and when it is like, I don't know, it's just every single person around us had a BBL, every single person has their boobs on, it's just like that is how you have to live here.
Yeah, I said to you, I felt like the entry ticket to Dubai was having breast implants, and then the longer you've been here, then you have a BBL.
Yeah.
Then it's all of a sudden you have nothing to talk about but the newest Van Cleef that you just bought.
How is that an energy? Like even I was sitting at the beach club and I was like, I can't get my, I don't want to take my bottoms off because I feel like my bum's too small. So I kept them on.
And that was being there for like 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days. So imagine 2 years. I just think about how I would be, even our friend saying to us that she could feel herself talking down to the waiters just naturally.
Yeah.
That's the kind of energy around. That's what Dubai does to you. It's like, what can I get now? I want to be bigger, I want to be better. And some would argue that that's a good thing because it means that you're always striving for more. But what's the cost of more? What's that actually doing to yourself internally? And this is the question you need to ask yourself.
Well, my new friend that I met at Omni, Maribel, shout out, she's so lovely. She used to live here in Dubai and was in that real bougie luxe lifestyle, doing all the things, right? And she was like, I felt empty. She's like, I gave up my business, gave up everything. She's like, moved around, came to Bali, found God, and she's never been happier. Never been happier. Like,
It's crazy.
this place, lifestyle-wise, it can show you what's possible, but it also can show you just how empty those things are if material is all you're chasing. Because material literally means nothing at the end of the day. When you die, you have none of that. You don't, unlike Rick Ross says, you don't bring your money to the grave.
No.
It doesn't work like that.
No.
You know what you do bring there? Your soul,
Exactly.
your karma,
Yeah.
your good deeds.
And God sees everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How heavy is your heart, not how big is your bank account?
That's what we should be asking ourselves.
Put that on a damn t-shirt.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Smack
Okay, so when it comes to lifestyle, I think we're in agreement that
Bali.
Bali kind of wins on everything. The one thing that I do think Dubai has is insane beauty. It's a very luxurious place.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's very clean. Oh, okay, so when it comes to cleanliness, Dubai wins hands down in my
Oh,
opinion.
absolutely. Yeah.
Dubai is one of the cleanest places I've
In the
ever been. Singapore was the
Yeah.
same. I love that. I love feeling clean everywhere I go. I love the amount of detail they take on all the decor,
Very
the
pretty.
ambience, the lights. It's very glitzing, glam. Like, but you don't want that all the time.
No, it's also just, it feels too structured.
That's what I mean. So then it's like character-wise.
Yeah.
Bali has so much more character, but when it
Yeah.
comes to cleanliness and everything, Dubai does definitely win.
Dubai feels just like a pretty matrix to me.
Yeah.
It's so zinged up with pretty glittery lights.
But isn't it funny that everyone's
Designer.
like, who bangs on about this thinks they're outside the matrix?
Yeah, no, it feels like a well-dressed-up illusion for me.
Yeah,
That's it,
it's definitely an illusion.
right? I also actually think lifestyle, real quick before we go to the different category, is that Bali for beauty is better for me than Dubai. The kind of hair treatment that you can get, the amount of massages that they give you, the service, the price that you're paying for it as well, the products that they use, organic, natural, even the shopping that we do at Pet-Adanan at the boutiques,
So good.
amazing.
I think for the value, Bali just on every
Second to
single
none.
level wins. Like, if you're someone that has an extremely bougie lifestyle like we do, we like nice things. We got hair done, nails done, everything, facials, massages, organic food, extremely bougie gym, Pilates, yoga, all this stuff, different things that we do, dance class. You can do all that in Dubai, but I don't think the standard is as high because they don't care as much because they've got everyone doing that. They're just like, oh, it's another girl doing that. Whereas in Bali, they really, really care about every single person equally.
They care.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that'll probably lead nicely into like the second category, which is money, right? Because a lot of guys, like a lot of entrepreneurs that I know that live in Bali, they're like, oh, well now I gotta go to Dubai because I need to earn more money. And I'm like, you don't need to do that. Like you can make more money anywhere in the world. If you feel like you need to do that, fine, go and do that. But again, for me, it's just like, you'll come here, you'll make more, but then you'll spend way more and you just fall into that trap.
And they would argue, they're like, oh yeah, but doesn't matter because I'm making enough money, then it doesn't matter how much I'm spending. It's like, bro, you're just broke. having that mentality is just broke. I don't care about spending more on my food or anything like that because I'm living the life and I'm around people that are going to elevate me, elevate my status. I'm going to start earning more and more. I'm going to strive for more because I'm constantly around it. I look at yachts and I want a bigger yacht. I look at the house, I want a bigger house. I look at the cars, I want a bigger car. I look at the beautiful woman, I want a more beautiful woman. But it's like, where does that end?
You're constantly chasing here.
Go internally and ask yourself, what are you doing that for?
Why are you chasing?
Yeah, why?
Yeah. It just seems like another addiction that people have said, oh, well, that's okay.
Yeah.
If you have an addiction to wanting more money and more and more and more, that's fine because it's not drugs.
Yeah.
It's not alcohol.
Yeah.
It's not gambling. But you have this like constant emptiness. That's why you keep chasing. There's something wrong there.
Exactly. So that's it. And you need to have faith, ask God.
Yeah.
Go internally and figure out, why am I striving for this? And another thing is, you can, like you said, you can make money anywhere. Like, I've changed my life in Bali.
Yeah.
And I spend more than I did in Australia in Bali because I have an extremely comfortable life, which I love. And I just don't think I'd get the same things in Dubai. It's like we could
not
spend more, but at the end of the day, I hustle in Bali.
Yeah.
And I always will.
Yeah.
You know, because we surround ourselves with the right community. So maybe if you've been in Bali and you feel like you're not hustling, you should look around at your community.
Yeah.
Because everyone I know works extremely hard in Bali.
Yeah.
The girls we know, they work themselves to the bone. They barely have time off.
Yeah.
And we're all even like, you should have more balance than that. And these are people that live full time in Bali.
I don't feel like I want to work at all in Dubai. Which, look, fine, it's the right energy of me being provided for and everything. I'm getting everything for free here. This is great.
Yeah.
You know, dinners for free. Everything's ladies' night, ladies' dinner,
night,
ladies'
they
day.
do take care of ladies.
Right, they take care because, you know, it's hard for a girl to pay. I love that. I get that. But it doesn't seem right for me. Like, I wouldn't want my man to look at me and be like, oh, I gotta earn double what I did last month, babe. Let's go to Dubai. It's like, okay, fine. If you want to do it for a month or two out of 12 months, fine. But like, why not go somewhere nicer with more character and soul? Why not go to Portugal? Why not go to Spain?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be Dubai?
I know, I don't really understand that. And
It's this weird pull.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's just a bro attitude. I think it's just to be honest, I think it's just a viral thing that's going around that everyone's jumping on. And in reality, no one really wants to come live here. But Andrew Tate said that video, and everyone's watched that, and so they're jumping on the trend.
Are they actually happy?
That's what I mean. And he, you know,
Because I've got friends who actually live here, and I asked 4 of them out the other night. I said, do you like living in Dubai? They all said no. And they've lived here for years. I said, why are you still here then?
yeah, see, everyone that I speak to that lives here as well always says the same thing. It's like, oh, no, I know that, I get it, like Dubai can be like that, but you really just have to experience a different side of it. And I'm like, I'm trying. I'm like, are you going to show me a different side?
See, mine have not said that at all. They've all been like, no, don't like it, don't want it. And it's funny as well, I also, and this will probably lead us into the next category, I also asked them the question of, what do you think about like marriage and kids? They're all like, oh, I don't want to get married and have kids.
That's scary.
Because I think here in Dubai, for me, it feels like a bit of a Peter Pan syndrome as well.
Kind of like
And Bali definitely has that,
I would say the dating is quite similar here.
but it's here with money.
Here with
It's like-
steroids, yeah.
Dubai is Bali on steroids.
It literally
with
is,
a bank
yeah.
account,
And clean.
right? And clean. But like, you know, it's on steroids, and it's kind of like, what is going on here? No one wants to grow up. Everyone's jet skiing until they're 65 solo. Or 36 next year. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lack of responsibility that's going on, accountability for like moving the population forward, for building an empire, which doesn't mean solo and making a shit ton of money independently. It's, where's your queen? Where's your king? Where are your little princes and princesses?
It's not
Where's
about
the
here.
community?
I don't feel that one bit.
Because I always say to Cassie, I'm like, I can't wait to have our mans,
Yeah.
they're gonna be best friends, and they have kids, and I can be best friends, and then we're going on family holidays. Like, that is a goal.
Of
Not
course.
go to Dubai, make a lot of money, jet ski with the boys,
Yeah,
go to
what the
sleep
heck?
single for the rest of my life. I don't understand it.
What do you want from
If
life?
that's you, like, can you please drop it in the comment and say, like, why are you actually here? What is it that's, like, actually pulling you here, besides money? Because what I've seen is that everything is super expensive. We did Nando's the other day. It was $50 for a Nando's meal.
I know, and that's crazy because I've eaten Nando's pretty much all around the
Nando's
world.
is $10 in Australia.
It's never been that much. And look, I'm happy to pay it, whatever, but it's the same thing.
It's the principle of it.
It's like buying a laptop for 5x the price.
Why
Just
am I
cause.
paying 5x for
Just
Nando's?
cause.
It's the same thing.
It doesn't make any sense.
Like I'm not at the table with Jesus, you know what I mean? I'm not at the table with Buddha. Like I'm
just eating some chicken.
what's happening?
I
Just eating some chicken and rice.
Just eating some chicken and rice. I don't understand. Yeah, and the dating scene, like, it's just wild here. Like I do not understand it. You're right. It's like again, it's like Bali. So I will say they're on par there. Land of options, Peter Pan, transient. People are coming and going. You speak to so many people. It's like, oh, just flying in and out to Dubai. Oh, I'm getting my residency. Oh, I'm trying to base myself half the year. Oh wait, no, I'm on holiday. Oh no, I'm on holiday in Dubai. Oh wait, no, I'm just flying through Europe. Oh wait, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Like dating here and dating in Bali is exhausting.
Yeah, everything just happens to be geographically inconvenient, but it's kind of like, well, you make it work though, because the funny thing is, if you are in Dubai or Bali, or you're in these places where you have other transient people who can work online, guess what? We can work online, right? We got passports.
I do not understand.
We can come with you.
Make it make sense. Why is that an
Make it
excuse
work
now?
Make it
It's
work.
just another excuse to be honest.
You can travel with your partner,
right? I don't understand. And the worst part about it is that like, because Dubai has that mentality about it, guys here just want to hustle and grind and work, and it's like they don't have time for a stable relationship. They just want glitz and glam with the girls too. They just want the next shiny object that they can see because that's just flaunted everywhere.
Yeah, I will actually say, I think Bali for me wins on dating as well. You know why? Because of what happened to us the other night. So, with that guy. So, real quick story. So, we just said before, Dubai has so many escorts, right?
So many.
And like, Cassie and I get looked at everywhere because we're two, good looking girls, we're dressed nicely. Men are probably assuming the sugar daddy's paying for this, they're escorts, don't go up to them.
Not us paying for it all.
We're not any of those things, okay? We work in sales.
Right.
Just
get the job in sales.
Literally. And so the other night we were exiting the Atlantis and we'd say goodbye to our friends and this guy comes up to me, young kid. We're about to get in the car, let's pull it up. He goes, before you get in the car, are you two in for an absolutely fun night? And I just turned around and I said, absolutely not. Oh, sorry. He was trying to ask us if we were escorts.
So why are you trying to proposition outside in public?
Right, but so this is the thing though, like, Dubai is worse for dating.
Yes.
Because all guys are assuming, and with fair choice, that all the young pretty girls like us are escorts. So why would they approach? Why would they bother?
True.
I get it. Last year when I was here, I got into a taxi and I was a little bit down. And like he sensed it. He didn't ask me anything about what happened. He just looked at me in the rearview mirror, I'll never forget. And he was like, Miss, you'll never find your husband in Dubai.
Oh gosh. You're like, yeah, noted.
50-year-old taxi man in Dubai said that. And I was like, okay.
Get that?
Never forgot that.
It's true.
Like, it just doesn't seem like a place. It's a place where you come with your partner already.
Oh, absolutely.
Not
and then
where you
I
find your
guess
partner.
that's kind of similar to Bali as well, though. It's so much better when you have someone.
Unless someone special is flying through.
Yeah.
You happen to meet
Someone
them,
could be
that's
flying
beautiful.
through. Yeah, I guess you could say that about here too, though.
But you have more of a chance definitely in Bali, especially like places like Ubud or Uluwatu, for example, where people are more chilled out, more relaxed. Changi, where we happen to live, is very like hotspot in and out transient people.
Yeah.
But the people who generally live in Bali are a lot more beautiful, down to earth.
Natural.
They're not trying to buy you for the night.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen there.
It really
People would never approach us trying to buy us for the night. You don't do that.
Insanity, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I knew that kind of stuff went on here, but like when you come here and you see it for yourself, you're just like, whoa.
And we've seen some really young girls dressed inappropriately too, being flaunted around.
At the water park.
It's crazy.
Like wearing literal underwear to go
Lingerie.
on a ride.
Yeah,
They had to be 15.
Yeah, it's not. This is not it for
No.
dating. Do not come here, guys or girls. If you're trying to find a wife or a husband,
No.
do not come to Dubai. That is a big no-no from me. That does not work.
Yeah, I mean, you might find someone for the night.
You'll definitely find.
You want to
someone
be, taking shopping or whatever, yeah, maybe you'll find that. But if you're looking for a serious relationship, probably
go to Europe.
Yeah.
Go to Australia, New Zealand.
More places that are more settled.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stay away. And if you're gonna choose out of Bali or Dubai,
Bali. Oh gosh, is that three to Bali?
3 for 3. Yeah, because
Wow.
money, like value. What do we pay for our lashes? How much do you pay?
$25.
$30 for lash lift and tint.
For comparison,
5 weeks.
mine's every 2 to 3, but in Australia I was paying, I got collab, but like I would pay before $140.
I pay 90.
So that is a crazy.
Mine's a third.
Yeah.
Nails, shellac, manicure, pedicure, French tip, 63 Australian dollars. Mani pedi. In Australia for French tip, mani pedi, shellac, I'm paying 130.
Australia 120. Here at Bali, like 50, I get discounts like $50.
Here I did the Russian manicure, pedicure, I paid 350.
I was gonna say I think here it starts like $300.
350.
I don't mind paying.
Pharmaceuticals.
If I'm getting extraordinary service, I'll pay anything. Like in Bali, like we'll do the top price for every single place. We live in the most expensive place in Bali. I don't mind paying for quality.
Yeah.
But I want to get the return, the quality of it.
Yeah.
And every single thing that we pay for beauty wise is just top of the line.
Yeah. Amazing oil, luster, hair treatments and hair therapy.
Even my
90
hair.
Australian dollars.
Like I pay a lot. I do, for colour and stuff I do pay a lot. Like I pay like $500, which is the same as Australia. And they probably do the same kind of job, but like it is premium. It's
Yeah.
premium.
Yeah.
So I love it.
Yeah, but then it's like you put those prices here, right? Let's just say chicken and rice in Bali, what, 15 bucks?
For chicken and rice, yeah, good quality chicken and rice. Yeah.
15 bucks?
You can be cheaper than that.
Yeah, 50.
50 easy. 50.
That's Nando's.
My coffee gets delivered to my door every morning
Right.
before I start work. I love it. It's
Coffee.
the best coffee ever. And I pay $5, $50, $6, whatever.
Yeah.
Here, $13, and I have to go and get it. It's not delivered. If it was delivered, it'd probably be $20.
And
And it's not very nice.
you said it's shit.
It's shit. I'm gonna be polite. It's shit.
This girl lived in Melbourne too.
I love coffee. I'm a coffee snob. I'm not afraid to say it. And I go all around the world trying to get coffee. The coffee here sucks.
But in Bali,
It's amazing.
right?
Everywhere, every coffee. Even if I go to like the worst great cafe, it would still be better than the coffee I've had in Dubai. No joke. I'm gonna start drinking matcha here.
That's rank. Oh my gosh.
I know.
We're actually gonna try McDonald's in a few days just to see.
I really am
We
so
need to
excited.
compare.
Okay, no. Do you know what? Everywhere in the world wins in Macca's compared to Bali. Do you know why? Bali does not have quarter pounder, and it's my favorite burger.
It's true. It's the same as me.
So we have to get Big Mac.
But it's fine. Like everything else, they're amazing.
I'm
Right?
like, I'm not living there because I don't have the Macca's all around. I would too. No. I think like just universally, Bali's great. Bali has a lot of issues as well. I'm not gonna lie, but
Oh yeah.
when you think about pros and cons, you write out a list. You think of everything in life. Bali will always have more pros and cons for us. Just for our lifestyle, the fact that we are mainly island girls, the fact that we
We
do
are.
love
Yeah.
to just be laid back, chill, not have to wear makeup all the time.
Nature.
Active wear, we love nice things. We like organic food. We
Yeah.
like nice gyms.
We love to be makeup free, barefoot
Yeah,
on the beach.
we're morning girlies really when
Yeah.
it comes to it. Like we like sunrise, you know, we're not out all hours of the night. We don't drink a lot. We want a healthy lifestyle. We want a bougie villa.
And we're not mean to people.
We're not
snobby.
mean. We're respectful. We
Yeah.
like kind-hearted people. Character, energy. Oh wow, I really sound like I'm selling a Bali ebook, which I am. Link in bio.
I love that. Yes, actually. We may look like bitches, but we are just right. We're just kind-hearted.
We are, right?
Is it what's that Instagram trend that went on for ages? It was like, looks like would actually kill you. Looks like she could kill you is just like is like a marshmallow
Yes,
inside.
we are.
Looks like she could kill you.
Yeah.
It's like people in Dubai. Look like they could kill you, could kill you. But that looks like we could kill you.
Marshmallow.
We're marshmallow.
Yeah,
This is
honestly. So if you're like us, then
Bali's your place.
Bali's your place, yeah. And like if you can, I will say that there is the pollution, there is the rubbish, and there is the dirt. You have to consider that. But that's a very small piece of a big puzzle.
Nice. Yeah. And look, if you want to come to Dubai, I highly recommend it. Stay here for a month, see what we talk about when we say this kind of stuff, and then make up your mind. Because the best way to make up your mind is to go to both places yourself.
Yeah, don't just take our word for it. And also, I'm not saying I don't like Dubai. I love Dubai. This is talking about living. Dubai is a place that I think I would come and visit.
I'm fine.
Every year I could visit once.
I could visit every 2 years.
Like I think it is really stunning and like they have really nice places. The food's great. Everything is great.
Well, we said this morning, there are so many other places in the world that we want to go to.
Yeah, I want to try. I do want to go to Abu Dhabi as well, and we want to go Saudi.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna finish off Dubai and do all the things like the sand dunes and all the fun things, and enjoy it for what it is, which is great activities, great food, great ambiance, and luxury and shopping. So I'll do that, but I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather go shopping in Paris. Like I'm really excited to get some nice stores in Paris, because I feel like it will just be more of a vibe. But yeah, the Dubai mall's great.
Yeah, but it's just consumerism in your face. I'm actually over it.
It is consumerism.
I'm actually just over it.
It's crazy.
I want to get back to like being grounded, being with God.
Don't need heels on and a dress,
No.
and makeup done and hair done and bag, different
No.
designer bag. I was actually the other day,
Yeah.
how do you have like 10 designer bags? I should probably get another
And
one.
I said to you, what? Only?
I was like, that's not enough.
Right.
I'm
Because
like, I need more than one for every day of the week.
you get in this bubble.
It's not
You
good.
get this bubble in your head. It's not worth it.
And I'm very easily influenced, so I can't live somewhere like this.
Mm-mm.
No, no, no.
You got me being like, Cassie, you need that? You want it?
Right? And this isn't someone who, likes our material things, so
Yeah. No.
yeah.
But it's 3 for 3 now for Bali.
Very.
Alright, we'll leave that there. Drop in the comments what you think you would prefer, or if you have lived in both and what you actually prefer as well.
Are we just broke?
Yeah. We're not though.
Are we broke or are we smart? Think about that.
No, we just know we know where our energy lives.
Yeah.
And for me there's not enough energy that pulsates through this place at all.
No.
And they cover it with money.
Ooh, that's true.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Alright, we love you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!